Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have 9 weeks and 2 days with 1,147 rating versus King of Flames 32 with 1,939 rating. So it's going to be another high rated DB video, and hopping right in, we will go ahead and see 9 weeks and 2 days win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and they will decide to go first. 40 versus 46, opening hands, we have Soprano, Ash Blossom, Called By, First Movement Solo, and Veiler. They have Black Witch, Extinguish, Fabled Lurie, Fire Engine, and Airlifter. Okay, so we have a Melodious versus Rescue Ace Fiendsmith matchup. We haven't really seen Melodious like at all since info has come out. They're going to go activate First Movement Solo, special summon out Refrain from the deck, Refrain effect to go search, and then grab out the Couplet, and then activate the hand effect, reveal, special summon out the Soprano, and then activate the scale effect, go search out the Concerto, activate Concerto to fuse off the scales into Botcha, and then Botcha 1, scale 2, scale 3, bring out the Shapina from the deck, and then we're going to go Refrain to dump the Aria, and then activate the Shapina effect to add back the Aria, sure, and then we link off into Bloom, and then new Chainlink, Bloom Chainlink 1, Botcha Chainlink 2, Concerto Chainlink 3. So put back Concerto, draw into Ostinato, which I guess can be good follow-up. I mean, technically we can use it this turn still, right? Then we're going to go ahead, bring out the Shapina, and then bring out the Soprano and the Couplet from the deck, and then activate the Soprano effect, add back the Aria, and then Soprano effect to go fuse. They're going to chain Airlifter to try to summon from hand. They said think on this, and then they're going to go ahead chain Called By because they're afraid of them summoning potentially Fire Engine, or I guess it's really a right Fire Attacker wouldn't really matter the most, but it would have mattered a little bit because even if you add from grave to hand, I'm pretty sure the Fire Attacker just still triggers. Pretty sure it says whenever a card is added to hand, not from deck to hand. Make the DD Crow fusion, and then Shapina effect to add back, and then now we will Pendulum summon out 2, and then activate Soprano effect to fuse, and then bring out the Flowering, and then just pass turn. Okay. Yeah, I think this is fine. I mean, yeah, this is definitely fine. We could have ended on another DD Crow though, I'm pretty sure, but I think this end board with the amount of follow-up we have is still good. They draw a Ghost Ogre, and they've already revealed what deck they're on, so they may as well just play it out. Discard Extinguish, special Black Witch effect to hit with Veiler. And then they admit defeat and say Called By is a good card. And they said it's aight. Said hand was weird anyways, to be honest. Yeah, their hand was very weird. But on to the next game now. Like if they had Impulse instead of Airlifter, then I'd be like, you know, not horrible, right? Because then at least you have a hand trap, because you have Impulse in the Preventer, summon Fire Engine from hand, Preventer book, Fire Engine, and the Airlifter in the search, so you got like Engine rolling plus an interruption. But now we have Orange Light, Pot of Prosperity, Couplet, Ostinato, and Sonata. They have Preventer, Impulse, Fenrir, Emergency, and Cosmic. So they said, yeah, using Lifter there is pretty crazy. Yeah. Special out Fenrir effect, and then go ahead, grab out the Unicorn from the deck to the hand. Oh, we actually put Unicorn, okay. Emergency, special summon out Hydrant, send Impulse, then Hydrant effect to go search, and then they will Orange Light that to shut it down, which I think is okay to do there. I think that's an okay thing to do. Yeah, I mean, technically you could just save Orange Light directly for Turbulence to try to guarantee that card doesn't resolve. But now we're going to go ahead, banish Impulse, summon out Preventer from hand, then link off the 2 into Moon of the Closed Heaven, and then Preventer effect, special summon out the Impulse, make the Requiem. Yeah, everyone's playing Fiendsmith cards in Rescue Ace now, so if you play against this deck, just assume they have Fiendsmith cards in their deck. I think it's a pretty safe assumption. They're going to Tribute, bring out the Engraver, and then link off into the Sequence effect to shuffle back both links, bring out the Lacrima effect, special summon out the Engraver. Interesting. Okay, I was going to say, because they could have added it back and then used that to get to Lurie, but it looks like they just want to overlay here for a Beatrice. And then Beatrice effect, attach, dump Turbulence. Okay. Actually, that makes sense, right? Because we just go Princess. Yes, go ahead, go in the Princess. Princess effect, special summon back out Turbulence. Turbulence effect, it goes set Rescue, Reinforce, Emergency, and Alert. Those are some interesting sets, because we're not actually setting one of the trap interruptions. Which is not normal at all. Okay. Then we're gonna tribute summon for Unicorn. Unicorn effect, go for Birth. And then we can go put back the Lacrima, special summon out the Engraver. It's just like, okay, alright, I'll let them cook. Let's see. They're gonna make SP, activate Birth, special summon back out Unicorn, pass. Interesting that they go for Unicorn over Fenrir too. But okay. And then Cosmic just has to stay in hand by the way we played it. They draw Orange Light. Activate the Alert. Add back Impulse. Activate Rescue. Try to special summon back out Preventer. That goes through. And then now here we're going to go activate Ostinato. They said Unicorn is kind of dumb. I mean, Unicorn's solid, you know, being able to rip one-ofs and stuff. But, I don't know, Fenrir is also very solid. They're going to go ahead, dump the Refrain plus the Couplet, bring out Botcha, and then Botcha Chainlink 1. They're going to go Birth Chainlink 2 to go ahead, banish all the Melodious monsters out of their graveyard. The 2 they just dumped off Ostinato and the 1 off Orange Light. Then go ahead, bring out the Aria from the deck. Sure. And then on Resolution, we're going to go Unicorn effect to go ahead and rip the SP Little Knight, activate Couplet effect, and we're going to chain SP to banish itself plus Unicorn. So, I mean, there's guaranteed multiple bodies for follow-up, assuming that we make it to that point. And Reinforce should really help guarantee we get to that point. Activate Pot of Prosperity now to go banish. So, banish 6. Look at the top 6. And then we see Drivers. They do have Gamma in their deck. I guess really the only engine card is Sonata there that they could grab. If they want to grab non-engine, then they could grab Imperm, Ash, but okay. I'm going to say, because you could grab Ash and then try to Ash the Impulse, maybe. But then they still have Emergency, which is going to do the same thing, practically. Actually, it won't do the same thing, right? Because then they won't have this Book of Moon, but I guess the Book of Moon doesn't matter if we just leave Aria up the whole time, which we will anyways, because they have Princess. Special summon out the Sonata. And then they said, thinking here real quickly about what I want to do next. We're going to go activate Concerto to bring out the Triple DD Crow. And then activate Botcha effects and then back out the Sonata. Sure, that's fine. Activate the effect to go banish. So banish Princess, Engraver, and Rescue. Yeah, I was going to say, banishing the spells here is pretty important because the Reinforce will be able to reset a spell, and we don't want them to have more follow-up. Also, I guess like banishing Emergency can be good, because that could also reset traps like Reinforce. But now we're going to link off in the Bloom, and then Bloom effect, discard the Orange Light. I want to see how they play this fully through, because they activated Concerto, they used Botcha plus Sonata, and then Botcha summoned back out Sonata, but couldn't we have also just used Sonata plus the Scale? Scale would rescale itself, and then we still have Botcha summoned back after the link here, so we'd actually be up 1 body, but now they're going to go Impulse and the Fire Engine. Now we get to summon out 2 bodies from deck, so we're going to bring out Refrain and Shapina. And then we're going to go Refrain 1, Fire Engine 2, summon out Airlifter. We search Soprano, and then Airlifter will go ahead and search out Headquarters. Yeah, it's like they play Headquarters too. Like, the follow-up is just so good in this build of the deck. Having the Kashtira cards, the Fiendsmith cards, the Rescue Ace cards, plus Headquarters and Reinforce. But now we're going to go ahead, bring out these Sopranos. Soprano effect if used. Bring out the Triple DD Crow. Shapina effect. Add back the Soprano. And then Pendulum out Soprano. Soprano effect to add back the Sonata. Special summon out Sonata. Soprano effect to go Fuse. And then bring out the Flowering. And then go Battle Phase. Attack over the Preventer. Because, you know, we have the Triple DD Crow here. So beat over. And then also because we have Bloom, you know, they won't be able to activate anything there. Beat over Fire Engine. And then end phase, we're going to go banish, and then they're just not going to bounce anything. And then after that, we're going to go emergency, summon preventer, send preventer effect, summon out impulse, reinforce onto impulse, and then reinforce to reset emergency. And then end phase, bring back SP Unicorn. They get to bring back their triple DD Crow, draw impulse for turn. So now we're going to go main phase, activate the impulse effect, which in response they could chain this, because if we banish 3, then it'll have the most attack, which is good, because then impulse won't shut down flowering. But they said okay to that. Okay, so flowering is actually just going to get shut down there. Oh my gosh, they play Underworld Goddess? That's kind of crazy. They can get Concerto effect to go ahead and draw one there. But okay, they just submit defeat. Wow. I mean, drawing one, you know, I guess just see, do I draw Nib? You know, do I still have a chance or not? But going on to the next game now, we have Called By, Imperm, Refrain, Couplet, and Imperm. They have Molcharmy, Bestial Magmamut, Tract, Bonfire, and Emergency. Molcharmy is cool against this deck. You know, it's not like game ending, but it should be able to, you know, affect the way that it plays, because the deck does have a lot of special summon from hands during the combo. You don't have to do them, but it definitely can help out, especially if you have other hand traps with Molcharmy, forcing them into those plays. But drop Molcharmy, and then they Called By it, and then go main phase, normal summon out Refrain effect, go search out the Sonata, activate Couplet, search out Concerto, activate Concerto, use the scales, bring out Botcha, and then, well, not use scales, but, you know, use the Refrain that's in the Monster Zone Couplet in this scale, then go ahead, scale those up, bring out from the deck the Shapina, then we have Refrain effect to dump Aria, activate Shapina effect to add back, then they Bestial Magmamut that, which that's like the best Bestial you can get, is banishing the Aria. That's a one of, and then Magmamut effect to search during end phase. Said, does Melodious have a good line for the Molcharmy? Said, into everything except normal Refrain. Yeah, if you open either spell, you basically get full board without a pendulum summon, minus like 1 fusion. So they're gonna go in the Bloom, and then new Chain Link, Bloom 1, Botcha 2, Concerto 3. Put back, draw on the Soprano, and then bring out the Shapina from the graveyard, Soprano from deck, and Couplet from deck. And then activate Soprano effect to add back the Sonata there. And then Soprano effect to go fuse into the triple DD Crow. Shapina effect, add back Soprano. Now we're going to Pendulum summon out Couplet, Soprano, and Soprano. And then Soprano effect to go fuse. Go ahead, bring out the Flowering, and then activate the other Soprano effect to go ahead, bring out another triple DD Crow, then set Imperm, end phase, grab out Druid Worm, and then we're going to go Druid Worm effect to go banish. Then they're thinking in response, they're going to go ahead, chain the triple DD Crow, and then chain the triple DD Crow, and then use the effect to banish and bounce. Then bounce Bestial Magmamut, so now both of their triple DD Crows are back to being live because they left the field from the Flowering. The Bestials are not currently live because we banished everything out of the graveyards. They draw Headquarters for turn. Kind of needed like a Rescue Ace monster for Emergency to be live. That would have been really nice for them, especially like an Airlifter or Hydra maybe. Track, grab Lurie, discard Lurie effect, and then chain the triple DD Crow to banish both. Chain Druid Worm, targeting Lurie. Then they're thinking if they want to chain triple DD Crow, because then they could chain Bestial Magmamut there. But they're just going to let that go through. So summon Druid Worm, battle phase. They're going to go ahead and attack the one at 24. And then they're going to activate Flowering effect to banish and bounce back Druid Worm. Main phase 2, activate Bonfire, so we still have double Imperm plus triple DD Crow. Bonfire, grab out Poplar, and then Poplar effect, special summon out. Poplar effect to go search, get hit with infinite impermanence. Yeah, we don't even want them to, like, get near any Rescue Ace cards. There's no point of letting their Alert, Emergency, potential Preventers, Turbulences, you know, stuff like that to become live. There's no point of trying to even let those cards do anything here. I mean, I know we have this to help beat Preventer and stuff, being able to just banish the Rescue Aces as soon as they hit the grave. But they're going to go ahead past, draw Pot of Prosperity. They just win, right? They're going to go Scale Effects, search out the Concerto, special summon out the Sonata, and then go Battle Phase. Yeah, I was going to say, pretty sure it's just game, like, just beat over, and then all the other ones getting 500 attack and defense. So it's just 29, 29, 33. So that's definitely just game right there. They said Called By twice, man. That's tough. Yeah, Called By going first, game 1 and game 3. Very, 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 very strong. They really needed that Mulch Army to get into their Rescue Ace cards. But yeah, we also saw like the downside a little bit of this deck too. You know, having, you know, we had like Lurie game 1, we had a Rescue Ace Trap game 1, game 3, we had Headquarters sitting in hand that did nothing, Emergency sitting in hand doing nothing. So it's like, I don't know, maybe you want to cut down on the awkward cards. Like, I mean, do you really need Headquarters? Like, absolutely need it? I don't know. I haven't played Rescue Ace TCG current format, so I got no idea. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and see how long the match was. It's about 30 minutes long. And with that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.